Back to the conversation of awareness versus behavior change. This is one of the biggest differences. Like when you have a content library, the only thing you're going to do is make people, ideally in a perfect world, aware, right? But I got to say, rolling out just more training is, every employee I talked to said, oh yeah, I get that, but I just mute it and I skip to the end and I guess this quiz question. And that's a reality that almost every organization faces. And the thing that I would encourage everybody who's listening on this call said, when you do roll that out, yeah, like it's easy just to hit send, but that's the voice and the face and the brand of the security team that all of your employees see. Your brand is connected to that mind-numbing training, regardless of the vendor. And unless you can meet your employees where they're at in a way that is actually engaging them and providing them meaningful feedback that actually helps them get better in context of their work, it's not helping the relationship between the security team and your employees. And that's a relationship that matters a lot, especially when you're asking your employees to report vulnerabilities and to, now that everyone's working from home, like to be transparent and ask for help when they need it. And if you're not focusing on how you're building relationships with your employees and just sending out, it's a monologue and not a dialogue, which is truly what awareness training is most of the time. You're doing your organization a disservice.
And didn't you say that, maybe I listened to this in a different interview, but didn't you say like 15%, it's a really low percentage of learning is taken in by, I guess, these type of videos that are just pushed down. Like, isn't from a pure learning, that's not one of the most effective ways to learn?
Totally, yeah. So this is part of the learning pyramid, and it talks about how we retain information. And things that are audiovisual at best have 15% retention, no matter how good the content is. Our minds are not designed to retain that information. But if you go into a demo, it's 50%. And if it's active discussion, it's something like 70%. And then it's practice by doing is 80. And then if you're teaching, you have 90% of the retention. So if anyone has ever been forced to get up in front of somebody and teach a concept, like that is the best way to retain that information. But yeah, if you have a video talking at you, it doesn't matter how great it is. You're only going to remember 15% of it. And so thinking through how other engagement methodologies is really helpful for helping our employees remember the information we're trying to give them.